what's up everyone? Welcome to P4P TV. This is Michael and it's been a while, but I'm back. Another weekend packed with more boxing action than an Amazon distribution centre is coming our way. This time it's off to Sheffield, United Kingdom, where WBA featherweight champ Leigh will defend his title for the first time since getting it back off rival Mauricio Lara, after Lara was stripped of the title before their rematch when the British Board of Boxing deemed Lara a little too paunchy to step into the ring with Wood. It was SpaghettiOs for Lara if he won that fight, as he was not eligible to win it back. Only Wood would receive the belt should he be victorious. And so it was. Wood got his hand raised that night in a unanimous decision win. Come this October the 7th, however, a fellow Brit will be coming for Wood's belt. Josh Warrington will be looking to become a three-time featherweight champion when he steps into the ring with Wood in what is set to be a huge domestic dust-up. Leigh Lethal Wood, himself a two-time featherweight champion, shares a similar path taken to his upcoming rival Josh Warrington. Both started their professional careers with only a couple of years separating their commencement dates. Despite being older than Warrington by 3 years or so, Wood came on to the pro circuit later on. However, both fighters came up through the domestic and continental ranks, picking up various titles along the way. Their paths would diverge, with Warrington ultimately taking the IBF route, which saw him in memorable matchups against continental rivals like Kiko Martinez and against domestic competitors like Lee Selby, Carl Frampton and Kid Galahad. As for Wood, he found himself on the WBA path, and in 2021 he would claim the black strap of then champion Can Xu with a 12th round TKO stoppage. For his first defense, Wood struck again in the 12th round with a stoppage win against then unbeaten and rising boxing sensation Michael Conlan. But where Wood displayed a dominant performance against Can Xu, he was behind on all cards against Conlan before pulling out a Hail Mary stoppage and sending Conlan through the ropes. Never let it be said that Wood isn't involved in exciting fights. Just when you think he's met his match, Wood calls upon his engine, determination and power to get his chestnuts out of the fire. Of course, this is not always the case, and the last opponent to beat Wood was Mauricio Lara, the same fella that put the kibosh on Josh Warrington's unbeaten run when they met in 2021. After the Warrington and Lara rematch ended in a technical draw due to a head clash, Lara vowed to not fight Warrington again and called the Leeds native a dirty fighter. Instead, Wood stepped in to take Warrington's place and earned an L from the Mexican as a result. Wood and Warrington is being promoted as a quasi-football rivalry, and both sets of fans either side of Sheffield will descend on a South Yorkshire city for fight night. The football theme is fitting, as there could be a header or two. Wood, who is susceptible to cuts, certainly won't wear it well if heads clash, which is likely to happen as Warrington does fight rough. 27 wins, 16 by knockout, 3 losses with 2 by knockout. Wood has been calling for this fight for some time, and now that it's here, let's see how it pans out for him. Josh, the Leeds warrior Warrington, is, in the eyes of many, a fighter in decline. Since early 2021, he has managed just the one victory in the 4 fights since then, and some feel that the Warrington of old, or much of him, was left in the ring the night he took on Mauricio Lara the first time. It would seem that whilst Wood continues his ascendancy, the Leeds warrior, on the other hand, is in decline. But before these two wave at each other while passing in opposite directions on the boxing career escalator, and before Josh Warrington fades into obscurity should he lose and becomes less relevant than Olympia Dukakis. She did? I hope she wiped afterwards. He does have an opportunity to turn it around, and he has the perfect opponent standing in front of him to do just that. A fighter that isn't afraid to bring it on, to stand his ground and trade. A fighter that Warrington doesn't have to find in the ring. Wood isn't slippery like Kid Galahad was when Warrington took him on. Wood won't allow himself to be bullied, physically bullied, in the same manner that Lee Selby was bullied when he stepped in with Warrington. Not to mention that Wood has the power to make Warrington wary of going in guns blazing, the way he did with Selby or Carl Frampton. Or maybe that's exactly what he does. Maybe he puts it on Wood early. Leigh Wood starts off with a plan, but at some point he reverts back to good old-fashioned grit. Warrington has a way of making fighters fight his style of fight, and maybe he does the same to Wood. That's what the old Warrington did well, and we've seen shades of that since his loss to Lara. If I can, I want to talk about the fans for a second. I think the fans will have a big role to play in this. The atmosphere this October 7th in Sheffield will be nuts. They'll be there for both fighters, but cast your mind back to the Frampton fight or Selby fight. Remember the electricity in the air. Josh's fans love him, and it's make or break for him. He's clawed his way back before, becoming a two-time champion against Kiko Martinez. He's fought with a broken jaw, battered and bruised, and he does this not just for himself, but for the fans. It's the fans that might just help to reignite a fire inside. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to enroll in Christian Pastoral College to become a pastor and then change my surname to Sauce so that people can address me as Pastor Sauce. But I think if Josh Warrington comes out guns blazing, the frantic pace of it will absolutely give Leigh Wood trouble. Don't get it twisted, Wood can box and move and manage distance well. He's definitely no boxing wizard, but he does the fundamentals well enough to get him through difficult times in a fight. He can hold and clench when he needs to also. He gets hit cheap and clean too, but I don't think Warrington can hurt Wood. And as for the frantic pace, I can't see him maintaining it the whole fight. I don't think Warrington has that spark that he once had. Fans or no fans, he does seem faded. And as tough as he is, like old leather boots, I actually see a late round TKO win for Wood. Thank you for watching Pound for Pound TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you'll receive some cool perks. If you're looking for some new threads, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, and much, much more. So head on over to our Michael Akobi Pound for Pound TV stores. They can be found on Redbubble and Spreadshirt. Join me on my travels and head on over to my other YouTube channel titled Barefoot and Free. There you can follow me as I traverse the many parts of our planet and occasionally get into a spot of bother. Nonetheless, it's always fun and entertaining. If you're struggling with some of life's obstacles and challenges, my book How to Get Out of Life Traps might just be the answer that you're looking for to help guide you through the difficult times. It's helped many get past some of their darkest moments, and it might do the same to you. You can purchase it on Amazon, where you can also find a wide range of my other works. Those works include screenplay to book adaptations, a fairly unique concept, with genres covering comedy, heist and revenge, drama, supernatural and crime, if that's more your cup of tea. You can find them by following the link provided.